You know you can touch me. I'm not that poisonous, you know? I was scared that if I touched you, I'd die from poison like a snake bite. Does that mean I can't slurp him? Hello, and welcome to the demo playthrough of the Slugman Chromodoris Willani. This is a Yandere monster dating sim in which your childhood friend Kevin is probably the best thing that's ever happened to you in your life. He's sweet, kind, and patient and puts you in the absolute center of his world. But recently, you become acquainted with a mysterious creature named Adrian, a slug monster who only appears at night. He's obsessive and hungry for your love. But what you don't know is that Adrian and Kevin are one and the same. Let's get started. What is your name? Yiddy. Hello, Mom. Don't forget to like and sub to this cool person. Aw, that's so sweet. Aw, don't do that. You're gonna make me blush. That's so incredibly kind. Thank you so much. Alright, okay, back to game. In the late night, you were in your apartment. It's been 2:43 a.m. since you remembered that you had to meet your friend on the beach. Why would your friend meet you on the beach so late? Well, you have to figure it out. Ooh. Oh my god, the animations? That's insane. Message? That's incredible. Why did you send me a message at this hour? I should get going. My friend would be mad at me if I were late. You get up from your bed and wear your black hoodie before you leave your apartment. After a few minutes later, you're now walking in the streets and it's still dark. The road was almost empty, only a car passing by. And the beach is just a few blocks away. You stopped in the alley. Oh my god, I love how there's animations. This must have taken so much love and care to make. This is gorgeous. Oh, that's adorable. Well, right on time. I should wait for... Oh my god. Insane. Gorgeous. Oh my god. And there he is. He finally appeared in the water. You look at him in the distance. You can't help but stare at his mantle and the antenna from his back. It was a beautiful and unique looking slug monster. But then you realize there's been a lot of changes in this place. Since you moved here when you were younger, as you live with your aunt. You remember how you met the slug man. It's been a while since you first saw him, and you still can't believe that you have a friend like him. To other people, he's just a tale, but for you, he's real. His name is Adrian Dazon, a sky blue slug monster who lives under the ocean. He has cyan eyes, charlotte and sky blue skin, night blue hair with naturally dyed cyan, and black markings with blue outlines on his body. Is the other part of him blue as well? Like, is all of him blue, including down below? He's also based on the slug named Chromodoris Willani, as you can tell by the mantle on his back, which is the same as he looks. I'll be honest, sea slugs are so cute. I like land slugs? I don't know, they kind of scare me a little, I don't know why. But like sea slugs, like nudibranches, so cute. He has fur on his torso, arms and legs. He even has a dog tail and dog ears, making him look different from other sea monsters. He calls himself a sea dog, which is basically a hybrid between a slug monster and a dog, making him look unique but still somewhat questionable. You did research about the sea slugs on the internet. Those tiny creatures sure did catch your interest. You met him under the ocean when you could explore around and take a picture of the sea creatures as a scuba diver. But when you found Adrian hiding between the corals in the distance, he didn't lunge at you or anything. He was simply watching you with curiosity. And surprisingly, he's a friendly slug monster when he was being hesitant and tries to talk to you. After you spoke to him, you two got along easily. You were happy because you'd been thinking about making friends with the sea monster before you met him. It's been almost a year now and you were still curious about his story. But you respected him and gave him time because he wasn't comfortable to share with you yet. Now here he was, looking up to the sky, still in the water. It looks like he's been waiting for you. You stopped staring at him. You approach him at the shore, careful not to get closer to the water. You didn't want your shoes to get wet. You put your hands between your mouth as you called to him loudly. Adrian! It was a distance, until his antenna twitched as he heard the familiar voice. He slowly turned around in the water and he beamed excitedly. Yay! He shouted back at you and started swimming towards you. You smiled. You looked at your surroundings to see if there's another person around. You sigh in relief, but when you turned around, his face was very close to yours. He grins widely, showing his cyan teeth. It was scary to see him smiling like that. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. Finally, Yinny, you came here at the right time. He was sweating and blushing. You smiled at him back awkwardly. Oh my god, he's big. Everywhere, really. Looking at his face and his body, why does Adrian look like a superhero? He's so cute. Maybe that's how he looks like. You can't complain about it, especially because he's so muscular. Every time he showed up, you keep staring at his abs and the fur. It's hard to ignore. You snapped back to reality and shook your head. Just because I don't want you to wait for me that long, but why did you invite me here tonight? It's very late and I'm still quite sleepy. Adrian rubbed the back of his neck and snickered. I know, I'm sorry I invited you out this late. But don't worry about it, Yinny. I just really want you to keep me company and watch some mysterious thing coming from the sky today. What's happening in the sky? A mysterious thing. You're intrigued by what he was saying. I'm intrigued by his mysterious thing. Whip it out. And he better not be joking. Otherwise it will be a waste of time. And? We won't take so long staying in the secret cave. We can just relax and then I'll let you go back to your place. He leaned closer to you with wide puppy eyes. Why are you making that expression? So pervy. Please. You got a feeling that it was just hard to ignore the silly guy. You sighed and nod your head in agreement. Fine, jeez. Maybe we'll stay in the cave for 15 minutes. Sound good? Because later, I have to go to my friend's house. Gotcha. Let's not stand here for too long. Follow me, Yinny. We'll be there for a few minutes. Okie dokie. Both of you started to run towards the secret cave. Or sure, my secret cave bends over. Moments later, you arrived at the cave. After entering, you're still gasping for air because of the stamina you just wasted. This doesn't sound like a few minutes as he promised, more like a damn 23 minutes heading to your destiny through the secret cave. Hey, you okay? You look like you're running out of air. You look so worried, but then he suddenly carried you in a bridal style. It caught you off guard from the sudden intimacy. You can't help but look away from his gaze and start blushing. You turn to look at him before speaking tiredly while he continued to walk inside of the cave. Yeah, of course, just a little tired from that run. Especially with your one step feeling like 3 steps for me. You two laughed together and now your breath had returned to normal. He put you down on the ground and he sat next to you in the middle of the cave. I'll never get tired of going here. This place is so magnificent. These walls are adorned with diamonds and jade. The architectural design is so magical. Yeah, it is magical indeed. I often visit here every midnight because I don't want to abandon it, you know? You nod your head as you listen to him. You began tapping your finger on your chin, curious about the cave, so you decided to tell him more about it. Sometimes, I forget that I'm friends with a magical creature like yourself, Adrian. Can you please tell me that story about the secret cave? I just love hearing it over and over again. I'm so lucky to be here, witnessing this beauty with you. Adrian laughed softly. He crosses his arms and there's a hint of a small blush on his face. Okay, so my mother made this place long before I was born. As you know, humans shouldn't see us here, so she made sure to have a safe place where she could trust. I mean, where she could go when she's born in the ocean. Yeah, something like that. He chuckled nervously and looked away from your gaze and rubbed the back of his neck, seeming hesitant to find the right words before looking back at you. Mama and Papa also use this area as their dating place. My mama used to tell me that she designed it this way because my dad said his dream was just like this. Sweet, right? Oh, that's so sweet. I wonder if I'll have someone like that. Adrian blushed. He was surprised by your joke. He's like, I hope I'm that person. Look at him. He wants to fill us so bad. He snickered. You teasing me, Yinny? And then you were curious about why his words got cut off. And by the way, what were you trying to say when you said trap? Why didn't you finish the sentence? Adrian looked away from you. He seemed uncomfortable by your question. You frowned. You hated seeing him get so uncomfy, so you decided to apologize. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, I just mixed up my words. It's nothing. So anyway, how are you? It's been weeks since we last met. What happened? Tell me everything you've done since then. You look up to the night sky with a smile on your face. Well, I'm fine. The school foundation just finished. It's so fun. There are a lot of activities and I joined the band competition. Though we didn't make it to first place, but I still had a blast. Also, there's a basketball league too, and my friends Kevin and PB joined. They're on opposing teams, and PB's team won. I felt bad for Kevin, but I'm still happy for him. Honestly, that friend of mine is... You notice a sudden change in Adrian's face. He looks upset. Why does he act like that? Does it bother him? You okay? You listening? Did I say something wrong? Huh? You wave your hand in front of his face. He flinches slightly and shakes his head with an awkward smile. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I just remembered something and no, you didn't say anything wrong. Just a random thought popped up. Sorry. But anyway, I'm glad you had fun and congratulations on joining the band. I wish I'd been there. I know you did great. Did you have a video of it? I'd love to see, please. You suddenly felt heat rising to your face. You were touched by his words while he tried to act cool when he spoke. How can you be so cute while being that gigantic? But sadly, the video was on my friend's phone. I left my phone back then, Adrian. That's okay. Maybe next time you should record on your phone so I can see it. I will. I'll remember. Adrian smiles softly and he nods. After a few minutes of making a random conversation, god damn. Sorry. Can we just look? Both of you and him look up to the sky. It showed a lot of stars and the moon. Adrian's already laying down on the ground with his arms up behind his head. But then you remember Adrian told me about the mysterious thing you said earlier. You look at him. Adrian still gazing at the sky with a smile on his face. He loved the way he was when he was happy. He didn't want your friends to see their smile turned upside down. Enjoying the sky, Eddie? Yeah, really. It reminds me of my parents when we were together. I feel you. And also about the mysterious thing you said earlier. What was that? Oh yes, I was waiting for it to show up today. I wasn't kidding. Every Saturday, that thing will only show up around 3 a.m. I see. When's it gonna show up? Well, you look up to the sky. The stars started to glow. It's here. You beamed. You pull out your phone in a hurry and you hit the record button to start. You point your phone out at the night sky. The sky starts to glow even more until there's a colourful figure slowly fading in. It shows colourful, friendly slug monster kids who are running together. Your eyes widen in surprise, as you felt that this was your first time witnessing something so beautiful. Felt like a movie date but in the sky. It was surprisingly unique and phenomenal. Oh, I've never seen this kind of stargazing before, Adrian. It's so beautiful. Adrian chuckles. I know, right? Those kids are having so much fun. It's been a while. I used to play with the other slug monsters when I was a kid. I miss the old days, Yinny. Don't you feel it too? Yeah, I wish. I want to stay young forever. He nodded in agreement and looks at you with a warm smile. Every time you go to him, it was obvious that he likes to hang out with you. Since the day you met him for the very first time. Looking back at the sky, the kids are singing together in a melody as they were with their elder slug monster. The big star just below the elder flickers lightly. Your arms are trembling slightly, but you continue to hold your phone to record. But then you start to think if the slug monsters were actually real, then Adrian's the first slug monster you've actually ever seen. Oh, he's so pretty. He's gorgeous. The art in this is really, really pretty. I love the use of colors and all the blues like blend in very, very nicely together. Speaking of which, do slug monsters like you actually exist? Because, Adrian, this feels like a dream every time we hang out. Yeah, the slug monsters are real, but his voice turned into a serious tone. They're everywhere and lurking for victims. You paused, the fear starting to kick in. The voice made you shiver down your spine. You stopped recording and put your phone back in your pocket to face him. What? He looks at you with a frown on his lips. You heard me, Yinny. They're everywhere in the city and oceans. I had to warn you that slug monsters like me are not just all friendly. Sometimes they're friendly, sometimes they're not. It depends on them. There are a lot of wild slug monsters who are lurking around in the day and night hunting for their prey to kill and eat. But don't worry, Yinny. You're lucky that I'm a friendly one. I would never hurt a friend that I like or anyone else. He puts his big hand on your shoulder to assure you. Trust me. No matter what happens, I will protect and shield you from this cruel world. I don't want to see you getting hurt, you know? I'm stronger than those wild freaks who dare hurt innocent people. Will you trust me and never leave my side? I promise that I'm going to protect you whenever you're in danger. Trust him or don't, we'll trust him. You look away from his gaze, processing what he said. What if you refuse to trust him? That might just be a bad idea. Now, you are not ready to be killed by a slug monster who's very stealthy, even though you heard on the news that people are mysteriously disappearing without a trace. Hundreds of people go missing every month, which makes you even more aware of your surroundings. Maybe it was the wild slug monsters who were behind all those human abductions. Now that you said it, your tears started to pour down your cheeks. You're only scared that you didn't want to end up as another victim. You close your eyes and take a deep breath to avoid overthinking it more, because you lost one of your childhood friends. You look back at him with a small nervous nod, and a mix of fear and sadness. Adrian frowns. He hated seeing you like that. He gently pulls you into a hug, heading his hand on the back of your head. He's so cute. It's okay, Yinny. You're safe with me. Let me comfort you. I'm scared, Adrian. I don't want to get killed by them. I know. Don't even think about it. It'll make it worse. What's more important is that, once again, I'll be by your side. Just say my name and I'll be there. Got it? You nod quickly. His face softened, and he planted a kiss on your head. You know you can touch me. I'm not that poisonous, you know? Really? I'm glad to hear that. I was scared that if I touched you, I'd die from poison like a snake bite. Does that mean I can't slurp him? That's so tragic. He chuckles softly. I get it. You're safe to touch me anytime. For now. It's time to go home. Thank you for coming here. I feel better now after roaming around. No problem, Adrian, and thanks for comforting me. He hugs you tighter, as if never letting you go. You were done hanging out with him, so you headed back to your apartment safely. A few hours later, you woke up as the light in your window shone brightly in your face. You sat up and stretched your arms. You remember the moment with you and Adrian at the secret cave, his warning still haunting you. Adrian's not kidding. I should try not to worry about it. At least I'm safe with him. You stand up from your bed and head to the bathroom and get ready to go out jogging. After you finish showering, you put on your clothes and you go out of your apartment and start running on the pavement. While you run, you see a few people who are walking by and others that greet you. Now you arrive at the beach. And you still see many people this early in the morning. You can still imagine Adrian rising from the water. I sure hope something else of his is rising. You can't believe all these people swim on this very beach when your magical friend lives and don't know a thing about slug monsters. Still intrigued about the stories of the slug monsters, you look forward to learning more about them when Adrian invites you soon. You're still daydreaming when suddenly... Oh, it's a nice day at least. Oh, this is so pretty. I love how this animation... Oh my god. I like how I just like bumped right into his boobies. You bump into someone because you weren't focusing on your surroundings. You stumble back into the ground, rubbing your rear as it hurts. Ow, watch where you pause. Your eyes widen in surprise as you suddenly see a familiar tall guy. It was Kevin. Wait, why is he here? Kevin is just Adrian. His arms are massive. I sure hope he puts me in a headlock. I mean, what? Oh god, I'm sorry, I didn't see... Yandere, Kevin? I didn't know it was you, I'm sorry. You laugh awkwardly and rub the back of your neck. Yandere, I should be the one watching where I'm going. So you're walking on the beach while daydreaming again? Of course he knows. He's so good at reading your actions since the day you were both young. Kevin Manalo was your childhood friend. He was a smart, calm and outgoing guy. He's also a basketball player. Okay, Kevin Manalo, if that is your real name. If you're not Adrian. He has dark brown hair with dyed cyan tips, natural skin and cyan eyes. His look also reminds you of your slug monster friend, but you brushed it off. No. We're gonna talk about that right now. Kevin, is your real name Adrian? You met him in the barangay basketball court. It was near your apartment when your aunt was still around. Kevin loves sports. He can swim, play volleyball and badminton, but he mainly plays basketball often. You're in the same class on campus. He was the vice president. Even though he didn't like it because of your friend PB, he chuckled softly. He wouldn't mind bumping into you even if you watch your step. Kevin extends his hand to help you stand up, and you dust off your pants. It would be scary if the other guy bumped into him. You obviously knew he's a scary guy when he gets angry. You hit him slightly as the two of you laugh together. You look at the beach, admiring the view of the shore and the people in the sand before looking back at him with a warm smile. The beach is so beautiful. I was lost for a moment. Anyway, where you headed? Up for your morning jog? Nah, my friends called me to head to the barangay basketball court. Of course. You can tell that he's wearing a black tank top shirt and black pants. He also has a black hat, headset, and a wooden cross necklace that his mother gifted him. So early in the morning. Yeah, did you forget that I have a basketball competition next week? Oh, right, I did forget. Kevin snickered. He looked at you, hesitating before he speaks. And what about you? I mean, after you're done jogging? Well, I'm heading to the Starstruck Cafe later, and then to my friend's place to practice some bass on my new band. He doesn't like that. Oh, sure. That's good to hear. Is it? Is it really Kevin, if that even is your actual name? Anyway, let's meet at school tomorrow. I have to go. My friends are waiting for me. Alright, see you at school tomorrow, Kevin. Kevin nodded. You two waved to each other as he walked by you. You watch him leave from the distance. A soft smile comes to your lips. You like seeing your friend around. Now you go back to jogging in the same direction. I hope I see him at school tomorrow. Can't wait to spend some time with him. You murmur. You start to plan about eating with him at your favorite restaurant in the lunchtime. It was near your school. Some of the students head to the restaurant as their food is delicious. Going back daydreaming, you think about your favorite meal. The beef shank soup. The dish had beef, sweet corn and cabbage. It was your favorite meal every lunch break. Kevin recommended you that dish. Thanks to him, he also loves that soup too when you two were together. But then you hear a sudden voice coming from behind you. Yandere. You flinch as you snap back to reality, but then... Ow! You hit your face on the light pole. You weren't paying attention to your surroundings. Oh no! Kevin, who was running towards you, was shocked as he watched you hit the light pole. When he gets closer, he holds your shoulder. You okay? Does it hurt? He panics. He looks at you, holding your hand as you cover your face in pain. God, that was so stupid and embarrassing. I'm okay, just a little bit hurt. Gosh, you should be careful next time. I don't want to see you hurt. You laugh. Look, I'm okay now. The pain will be gone soon. And you're right, I'll be careful next time. How clumsy am I? Alright, glad to hear you're okay. You stare at him in awkward silence from the both of you. You clear your throat and go to change the topic. So, why did you come back? He looks away from you, looking nervous, fidgeting his fingers as he looks at the answer. Well, I was supposed to meet my friends at the barangay court, so, he stutters. I changed my mind. I told them in the message that I had to go with you for a little longer. I mean, I just wanted to keep you company at the Starstruck Cafe, Yandere. Oh, is that so? I appreciate your company, but I can go alone. Don't worry about it, Kevin. Pretty please. He is not letting us go alone. He looks at you with wide puppy eyes. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. Look at that face. Insane. You bite your lip. He's so dang cute. You can't help but slump your shoulders in defeat. Fine, maybe let's go to the Starstruck Cafe right now, Kevin. Kevin beams, grabbing your wrist and starts walking in excitement. Yay, let's go. A few minutes later, you two finally arrived outside of the cafe. He opens the door and gestures for you to head inside first. The atmosphere was a little bit cold and fresh as you walk towards the seating booths. You look around and see a few people that were already in their booth, and some of them were already eating their meals and drinking coffee, while the others were scrolling on their phones. You found an empty booth in the corner of the room, near to the big glass. You sat down in your seat and found yourself getting comfortable after jogging. You look up to where Kevin is standing beside you. What would you like me to order for you? Just a hot caramel macchiato and a chocolate croissant, thank you. I'll be right back. You nod and watch him head to the counter where the cashier is standing. Kevin starts talking about the order you told him. Meanwhile, you're looking beside you and there's a big glass wall and you can see all the people outside. You look at the park and see a happy family and you feel sadness, wishing you had that kind of family too. You've been through a lot and you moved here to get away from it. Only your best friend PB knows your family history because it's too painful for you to share repeatedly. You're about to cry, but Kevin suddenly arrives, holding a tray of your order in his hands. You shake your head and smile at him. That was fast, Kev. He sat down across from you, gently pushing the tray over to you. Oh my god, his shoulders are insane. Kevin chuckles and nods. Yep, they were prepared for their customers, you know? Besides, I didn't order mine. Oh, why? I just finished eating my breakfast earlier, so I'm sorry, but I can still talk to you while you're eating. You pout. Oh, come on, why don't you just order something small? Like a small cup of coffee, or I'll share mine with you. He chuckles and waves his hand in refusal. Thanks. But no thanks, I'm not in the mood for a coffee. Your face turns from a grumpy look to a sad face and you look down at the table. Fine, I should just eat my croissant alone. Kevin flinches slightly, feeling guilty for rejecting your offer. He looks away from you, biting his lip. Alright, how about I eat your croissant instead? Alright, sure. You pack up, beaming at his acceptance. You clasp your hands together. Wonderful, I'm glad you finally accepted it. You take the chocolate croissant in your hand away from the plate. Are you swearing? Kevin mutters. He looks around, panicking when you pull out your croissant. You pause, tilting your head with a confused look. Is there something wrong with my croissant? What? No, of course not. It's just, I've never shared a meal before. First time, are you joking? Kevin smiles widely, sweat pouring down his face. He shifts in his seat, uncomfortable. Yeah. You chuckle softly. Relax, Kev, the croissant won't hurt you. Why don't you take a bite of this from my hand? There's a few people around here. Nah, I don't care. I really don't care if they think we're a couple. So come on, don't be shy. I'm fine. He says it weakly, slowly standing up from his seat and leaning towards your direction where you hold your croissant. Before I eat this, you won't tell everyone about this, right? Of course not. Don't worry about it, Kev. He hesitates, staring at the croissant for a little longer before he takes a small bite. And there it is. He weakly bites your food, body trembling in shame. Why is he blushing so hard? Look at you, eating like a shy boy. His eyes widen in shock, face turning red as he continues to tremble. He quickly pulls away from your food and swallows it in a rush. He wasn't even bothered by maybe getting choked. Damn it, you're humiliating me. Really? Sorry. You stick your tongue out at him playfully. Kevin pouts and looks away, crossing his arms. But then he notices a few people who are staring at you and him in shock, and the others are whispering, which caused him to blush more. He turns back to look at you and notices your surly grin on your face, covering his face shyly. Screw you, can we finish this quick? I'm dying of embarrassment. Alright. After you finish eating your meal and drinking coffee, Kevin stood up from his seat and grabs your wrist to leave the cafe as if he was in a hurry. You wave to the cashier in passing until you're outside the cafe. Looking at Kevin, who's covering his face with his hand, his face is red from your earlier moment with him inside. You smack to yourself, enjoying his reaction. You lean closely to the side of his face and whisper, "Still embarrassed?" Kevin flinches in surprise, his face reddening even more. He looks away from you, crossing his arms in defense with an angry pout. Oh, you're such a tasty, but I kinda like it. Feels like we're having a good time. Of course, I see that you secretly liked it, but you're not good at hiding it, Kev. I know. He speaks, barely a whisper that you can't hear very well. He clears his throat, voice going back to normal and smiling at you. Anyway, thanks for letting me keep you company. It was nice. I mean, very nice. Anytime, Kev. It's time for me to head to my friend's place. Okay, I'll see you at school tomorrow. Will do. As you two wave together, you walk in an opposite direction to your place. Oh, is he throwing up what he ate? Yinny, you have no idea. That chocolate is killing me. Next time, you better not give me that. Do that to me again. Do what? The next day, You're running in the street with only a few people passing by. You check your watch to see what time it was. It was 7 a.m. Class began at 9, so you felt relieved that you weren't late. You usually arrive around 9:30 due to how late you wake up. Typically, it's from oversleeping. The assignments sure are forcing you to stay up late, but finally you reach the campus gate. You put your hands on your knees as you catch your breath after running towards the university. You see a big campus building that has 3 floors. And on the right side of the building, it has a big school court, where students go to for sports, dance practice and more. You stand there admiring the building while taking deep breaths. Finally, the assignment I did was fast. I'm glad I wasn't late. Just as you're about to enter the campus gate, someone suddenly covered your eyes from behind. Who's this? Someone switches their voice to a higher pitch, but you knew who it was behind you. Guess who? You! PB, I know it was you. She giggles, then removes her hands and puts them on your shoulder. Her voice goes back to normal. Oh, how'd you know it was me? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. You chuckle. Hello, you're my best friend. I know all your voice-changing shenanigans. She smirks, raising one of her eyebrows and crossing her arms over her chest. We're best friends, yet you didn't know my hands? Dude, you have huge hands like a man. Guilty as charged, babe. She flexes her arms, her voice mimicking a man's as she acts proudly. This is the reason why everyone in school chose me as their president. They think of me as a senpai who charms them with my beauty and my strength. She jokes. You roll your eyes playfully. PB, also known as Pink Black, is a mysterious girl who's obsessed with her favorite K-pop girl group. Is it Blackpink? And the freakiest person who ever existed. She has a whole bunch of K-pop merch like posters and albums on the walls everywhere. Everywhere in her massive mansion. She's very rich. Her dad is a successful businessman from abroad. Plus she has a pink bird on top of her head. Her name is Pinkball. What a weird name. Naturally pink hair with dyed black streaks. Pink eyes and white heart-shaped pupils. She looks stunning. She has freckles across her body and face. Her skin seems to be tan, with tan lines visible underneath her uniform. She goes to the beach almost every day. It's a bad habit of hers. Phoebe was your childhood best friend since you met her in elementary. And that's when you moved in to live with your aunt. She always helps you whenever you need her. She was your supporter, caretaker, and therapist. When you two grew up together, Phoebe never left your side, and she became clingy. She always loved to cuddle you when you were at her place. She makes corny jokes that make you happy whenever you're feeling down. Not to mention, she's also half Brazilian and a vlogger. She loves to share her experiences and personal day-to-day stuff. She became popular and went viral because of her hit dance trend. No wonder why everyone at the campus loves her. Especially the guys who were staring at drooling. Those perverts. It just pissed you off. Yep, you're overprotective of her. It was like you're a bodyguard protecting her like a celebrity from her crazy fans. But the question that had been stuck in your head, why did she never visit her father in Brazil? She never answered you about that for some reason. You took a deep breath before you could speak. So what time did you arrive, PB? PB stops acting and turns a look at you. I woke up at 4, then I arrived at the college at 6. I was sitting at your favorite restaurant waiting for you until I found you arriving at the gate. I'm glad you were waiting for me. And about the homework, I finished it last night. What about you, PB? Have you finished yours? Yeah, I finished it after you left my house. You narrow your eyes suspiciously. Are you sure? As president, you're supposed to finish your homework, right? PB darts her eyes away from you, avoiding your gaze, and she chuckles. Yeah, of course I know. Anyway, let's head to the entrance now, shall we? Sure, why not? As you two enter the campus, you look around at your surroundings. There are some students entering and the others, well, who knows? They're walking around and talking to each other. But then you see Kevin, who's leaning against a tree. He looks like he was waiting for someone, so you approach him. Hey, Kev. You wave your hand. He raises his head at your familiar voice and turns to look at you with a big smile. Hey, PB smirks, liking his annoyed reaction. What's a sudden change of mood? Still bitter you lost? PB, that's not nice. Don't worry, Yinny, it's okay. And to answer this beast, no I'm not. There's just something about your face I don't like. What did you just call me? You heard that, idiot. Kevin sticks his tongue out at her and PB glares at him before walking closer. You really know how to piss a girl off. She smirks with anger as the two of them glare at each other. What will you do? Stop them. You step between them trying to stop the fight. Hey, guys, chill out. You can't fight in front of the students. Tell her that. You started it, idiot. Oh no, but also this art is so good. No, you are. How do you mean no? I said stop it, both of you. You're acting like children. It's too early for this kind of drama. Unbelievable! Kevin and PB flinch in shock from your sudden outburst. They back away from each other. There's an awkward silence. Both of them look away. Sorry. Good. I don't want either of you causing trouble here, or else someone will report you both to the principal. I've been to the principal's office multiple times. Why the hell are they always accusing me? Why me? It's because you're a troublemaker. And not only that, you're making fun of me for acting like a crazy kid when I talk to my group of friends. You're embarrassing me, pink bitch. Hey! Oh, so now you're playing the victim card. Oh, can you two please stop fighting and just go outside? Oh my god, their expressions are terrifying. Look at their faces. Kevin looks at you with a smile. Don't worry about it, you should go to class. I'll apologize to her. I promise me and her won't fight again. Okay, I'll see you two in class. Don't leave her behind with him. You leave them alone. But curiosity gets the better of you. You take a quick peek over your shoulder to check if they're fighting again. What a bunch of kids. After a few minutes, you finally arrive at your classroom on the 3rd floor. A few students that you know greet you as you enter, so you decide to greet them back. Your table is in the middle of the back. You'll see next to your two friends. Kevin is on the left and PB on the right. You put your bag under the table and sit down. You look around at your surroundings and then back at the windows. You're thinking about your friends, hoping they didn't fight again while you were gone, after you left them alone. But then you hear footsteps and you turn and look at the door and see PB and Kevin have arrived. The two of them sat between you, looking grumpy and avoiding eye contact with you. Alright, what happened? Kevin finally looks at you with sadness on his face. Yandere, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. It's alright, Kev, just please don't fight with her again. We're all friends. Did you apologize? Friends? Me with him? Over my dead body? Why, you? Enough! If you're gonna fight, can you just please go outside? And PB, stop saying mean things to Kevin, would you? Yes, we're all friends. PB leans into your ear and whispers, whatever you say. Oh, you're so hard to deal with. You teasingly hit her shoulder with yours, and you two laugh while Kevin looks jealous. But the Spanish teacher suddenly arrives with a cold expression. He looks at them as his eyes narrow, signaling them to stop their chatting. The students become shocked and scared at the same time, now that he's arrived. Some of them rush to their tables and smile at him. It's funny seeing them intimidated by him due to his height and tired, grumpy expression. Except Kevin and PB, who are used to his personality. You thought that he was always cold towards the students, but he actually seems pretty nice and calm, so you didn't find him too scary. You look at your friends. They're still angry with each other, so you slump your shoulders and shake your head. You pull out your assignment papers from your bag, putting them on your table before you could stand up from your seat to greet the teacher. Dang! Oh, wow, he's massive too. Good morning, class. Good morning, Sir Astro. His name is Astro Guzman. Half Spanish, half Filipino teacher who likes to drink too much orange juice. His hair is dark purple with naturally dyed purple highlights and he has sharp purple eyes. He looks like he's in his mid-40s, but his age is 32. He's so tall, his height is 198 centimeters, taller than most of the teachers and students around the campus. Not to mention, you spent your time talking with him in his office after the end of the class. Both of you have grown closer as he is comfortable and shows a bit more of his emotions. He's soft-spoken and bittersweet on the inside. You became one of his favorite students. Sharing his life problems and his deaths, his story does make you quite sad. You want to help him, and he appreciates your concern and support. Astro puts his bag on the seat of his table, pulling out his books and papers. Alright, let's start this class by bringing out your assignment. I hope everyone did it. PB flinches slightly as she forgot about her assignment. Now that you notice the way you looked at her earlier in the campus gate, she's indeed panicking. PB may miss her homework sometimes. Oh, I forgot. You lean towards her and cover your mouth to whisper to her. Wait, I reminded you last Saturday and even last night. You lied to me? Oh, well, I was kind of busy with the others. Stuff. Narrowing your eyes, you caught her getting suspicious as you knew what she was doing back then. Busy what? Playing video games and doing stuff? Astro slams his hand on the table, leaning over to her eye level. Oh no! Senorita PB, where's your assignment? Why am I not seeing any papers on your desk? Both you and her flinch in surprise. How the hell was he here so fast? Maybe he was impatient enough to claim their papers, unlike the others who forgot their assignments. Astro leans into her face with his usual grumpy expression. Where's your homework? PB smiles nervously. You can see her sweat on her face, which was your first time seeing her scared of him. Sorry. Again. Lo siento mucho, señor. My Spanish pronunciation is horrid. Sí, señor. Everyone watches her stand up. She then notices Kevin smirking at her. PB gives him the middle finger from her back before going to the corner of the classroom. Next time, quit playing games or whatever you're doing. As a present, you must focus on studying or else you'll fail and your friends will leave you. Oh, your friends will leave you? She nods quietly and then the students who are whispering and laughing at her. Astro snaps his head to look back at them. enough. If you keep laughing, I'll give you all 0 on this lesson. The room dies with a silence. The students were scared by his threat. Good. Now it's time to start the lecture. I expect you all to listen to me. The students nod and they get their papers and pencils to start. As the lecture continued, Astra continued to talk before someone interrupts. So you see. Excuse me, sir, may I enter your class? The unfamiliar male voice coming from the door outside. You don't remember hearing that from the other teachers before. Most of them are women and Astra is the only male teacher. Come in. The students face the door, looking at the mysterious guy outside. But then the voice changes into a feminine tone. Bonjour, darling. Oh, she's pretty. The woman opens the door wide and leans back in the doorframe, crossing her arms across her chest. Madame Tem! You forgot that she can mimic a male voice. Madame Tem! Her name is Lady Tem, your favorite French teacher. She is PB's older cousin. She's a half Filipino and obviously half French woman. A brunette with naturally dyed orange hair, ivory skin and orange eyes. In your vision, you can't see her markings on the tail that is visible. She was the student's most favorite teacher due to her personality and her teaching methods. Wait, tail? Not to mention that she surprisingly has the ability to create money from another country. She gave the students a 2k peso if they were well behaved. At first everyone didn't believe it, but once they observed it, it was real. Oh my god, how is she not like locked away by the government for that? Not only because of the money, you also like her because she helps you learn about the French language during private lessons, and she gives you free snacks during your lunch break. We were glad to have a teacher who had such amazing power. She was also viral from being a model with her magic power. Now that she's here, you can't help but smile at her in the distance. Lady Tem walks through the center of the class. As you look at the two of them, you notice that he was annoyed with her. The sudden flashback hits you once again. It reminds you of Kevin and PB fighting, and now the two teachers as well. You hear the rumors that Astro and LT were enemies due to her stealing the students' attention away from him. What can I do for you, miss? I'm in the middle of my class here. Sorry for interrupting your class, but I just want to ask you about Kevin and PB. Please tell them to go to the principal's office after class. Ooh. Shh. Quiet, everyone. What for? Well, apparently they were seen fighting outside the campus earlier, and someone reported it to the principal, so they're both expected to be there after your class. That'll be all. Thank you. I shall take my leave to let you continue your class, darling. Lady Tem bows before she leaves. Well, Astro grits his teeth at that nickname. He doesn't like being called any type of nickname like that before he looks back at them. But then, Lady Tem is back again as if she forgot something. The students were surprised by her return. Why did she come back? Slowly, she approaches Astro with a malicious smile on her face. She leans in and covers the side of her mouth with her right hand. You think that's all I have to say and leave? Just remember this, darling. All the attention is mine. I want them to focus on me and only me. Got it? The cutscenes are so good. Lady Tem steps back. She clasps her hands together and smiles like nothing happened. She looks at the students. Oh, don't forget I've got macarons and croissants I made for my dear students. Meet me in the cafeteria at the lunch break, got it? Yes, ma'am. Not to mention she's also a baker. She works at her friend's bake shop every weekend. She sure has a lot of hobbies. She sure does. Very good. Have fun with the lecture, darling. And with that, she opens the door and closes it. The students were excited for free macarons and croissants. Sweet, I can't wait for her free homemade snacks. Astro slams his fist very hard and loud, causing students to flinch in shock. His desk had a small visible crack. He knows how angry he was. It was like he was jealous of her sweet offer to the students. He was shaking his head trying to control his anger, and looked back at the students who were quietly scared from his outburst. It's just Monday, and you two are already fighting outside the university, especially you, Senorita PB. Astro. So anyway, back to our topic. The lecture continues. You get so bored as you listen before whispering to Kevin. This time you're getting mad at the both of them. Whisper to him. See what happens? You're in big trouble now. That's enough. Let's continue to write before the class dismisses. Okay. Haha, Kevin's in trouble. Kevin turns back to scribbling on the paper. You can't help but notice that you are mad at him. He looks at PB, still standing in the corner quietly. He grits his teeth and grips his strong hand on the side of the table. He doesn't care about breaking it. After the class is dismissed, the students have gone from the classroom and go to the cafeteria. You're preparing your things before you go out of the classroom. But you hear the two of them arguing behind you. Let's go to the cafeteria. Oh, last time I checked, we're both required to go to the principal's office. I know, dummy. Really, you're not gonna quit, are you? Well, stop it, baby. Just go to the principal's office with Kevin. And stop fighting. Face the consequences. Both of them felt guilty. Let's just go, baby. Watching them glare at each other again, you groan tiredly before walking away, leaving your two friends inside the classroom. Baby rolls her eyes and crosses her arms across her chest. Whatever. I just want to eat my sister's snacks. After a whole day in class, you're walking down the hallway filled with students passing by, and the others were chatting, until you find that your two friends were sitting up and talking by the window, and you decide to approach them. Hey guys. Huh? Yinny, both him and me are done for today. That's good. So, what happened earlier at the principal's office? Kevin dropped his shoulders in defeat and sighed. Well, we're both gonna have community service for a week, and neither of us is allowed to join the basketball tournament this coming Friday. Ah, it sucks. What's your fault? Okay, cut it out. You push them apart to stop them. You're irritated by a president and vice president fighting whenever they're on campus. Again? Can you stop fighting? Is 1 week of community service not enough? Ah, I get it, babe. Yeah. Then why don't we just go hang out, the three of us, tomorrow? Since it's a holiday, let's do something fun. Let's bring back the best trio on campus. Babe, are you trying to make me get along with him? Of course, you've been so grumpy when I try to ask you to befriend him, not be enemies. She looks at Kevin, narrowing her eyes in annoyance. PB grins tiredly. Ah, whatever. PB crosses her arms and looks away. And you look at Kevin, who's been glaring at her. He looks back at you and changes into an awkward smile. Oh yes, I wouldn't mind hanging out with PB if it makes you happy. Alright, now that it's settled. Now, why need to apologize to each other? PB and Kevin look at each other and give each other a fake smile. Sorry, Pinky, we should get along. Okay, apology accepted, I forgive you. Kevin shakes his head slowly before looking back at you. So, since me and her won't fight anymore, what do you want to do on the holiday? We can go to the beach. Coming soon to a future update. Okay, not available yet. And the gym, I guess we can only do the basketball court for now. We could go to the barangay basketball court with her. I love seeing you two play together as opponents. Alright, we'll be there at 10 in the morning. Okay, anyway, I gotta go now because I need to go do something. So, see you guys, we'll meet at the barangay basketball court. Bye, baby. You wave at her happily, and she gives you a call me gesture as she wants you to call later. Kevin's smiling brightly because he's left alone with you. You tilt your head curiously. Why are you smiling like that? What? Smiling? I'm not smiling. My jaw hurts, so I'm trying to exercise it. Yeah. He then laughs nervously. You've never seen him with such a big smile before. Sometimes you're very weird. Why does he look so horny? I know. So, do you want to eat at the cafeteria first before we go out? Sure. You both head out of your classroom. There are still a lot of students in the hallway since the classes just got dismissed. While walking towards the cafeteria, Kevin suddenly stops. Now, could you please wait for me here for a little bit? I need to go to the restroom. It'll be quick. Alright, I'll wait here. Kevin nods and runs away fast. You chuckle, thinking that he might have been holding it during the principal's office visit. While waiting for him, you look at the window and watch the students walking towards the exit of the campus when suddenly, someone grabs you by the shoulder with force. You were shocked. What? You stopped and turned around, and you felt frightened. It was the school bullies. You. Give me your money. What the hell? How old are we? The other two bullies grinned behind their leader. David, the most feared delinquent on campus. Oh, watch out, guys. It's David. He was a freshman student, yet everyone feared him due to his aggressive and violent behavior. He had dark brown hair, yellow eyes. He also had tattoos which were an ink shark and a rose on his arms. When someone tried to report it to the teacher or principal, strangely they didn't expel him, making the whole campus situation difficult. What's wrong with the principal? Why didn't they just kick him out of the school? Why didn't the police even arrest him? David isn't just a bully, but a damn criminal. He also committed crimes in public without shame. He forces people who are alone in the dark just to get their money. Otherwise, they get threatened by him. He's been on campus for a few months since he first arrived. Where are his parents? You've never seen them before. He's alone. This guy has a mysterious past that leaves you with a lot of questions in your head. Now he's here. You notice that he was covered in bruises and a small amounts of blood around his shirt. Uniform tied to his waist with blood on the sleeves. He must have been fighting somewhere else. You glare at him. Your hand clenches as he slowly approaches you with a grin on his stinky face. Oh no! Watch out, guys, it's David! Cause I need freaking cash, rabbit. I'm hungry. God, this guy stinks. You want to punch him in the face so badly. He always waits for you at the cafeteria, like he won't let you eat what you want. The guy seriously messed up. Why is it always me? What if I don't want to? The students around are staring and whispering to each other. David glares at them and the students freeze in shock. What are you all looking at? Do you want a taste of my fist? The students go completely silent, afraid the bully might hurt them. He turns to look back at you. And you, what'd you say? You grin at him. You heard me, asshole. David grabs one of your wrists and lifts it high, chuckling darkly. I'll try to act tough, huh? You want me to break this tiny hand of yours? I'm gonna kick you in the newts. Look at you, so weak. It's funny how you struggle so pathetically. He grips your wrist tighter, causing you to wince in pain. You can't stop me. The cops can't arrest me because let's just say they're afraid of me. I know they aren't, but there's something about me that makes them afraid to catch me. So that means I could do anything I want. I'm the main character of this world and the money will be mine. Oh my god, you are so cheesy. Oh no. His breath stinks. Ew, he's smelly. So, will you give me your precious money? No. This guy is so delusional and annoying. He really thinks he owns this world like a boss. He's a greedy bastard. Only cares about cash more than everything for living. Especially when he smells like damn trash, your nose hurts. It's like he didn't take a shower for a year. Is he afraid of water or something? This guy's a stinky raccoon. His two bully friends laugh behind him. You're struggling in his grip in your wrist and you continue to slam. What will you do? Time to fight back. Go on. I heard you big babies love to bully the poor and small ones because they're the only ones you can threaten. But sorry to burst your bubble, I'm not one of them. You slap him in the face. David is stunned by the sudden action and the campus atmosphere goes silent. David looks at you with a slow grin from ear to ear and chuckles. Oh, you got some guts to deal with someone who's armed. I admire that. He pulls the knife from his pocket and your eyes widen in horror. Now die. Really? He raises his arms as he's about to stab you in the chest. You're really gonna murder me in broad daylight? But then you kick his stomach, causing him to wince in pain and back away. The sprites in this are incredible, and the animations. The knife falls to the floor and he covers his stomach with his hands. Is he gonna cry? His nose drips down to his mouth. It's more dark orange than red. Oh no. He looks at you with pure rage on his face. I love how expressive this game is. That's it. This ends now. David lunges towards you and he pushes you away. You stumble back against the metal fence, causing you to fall backwards. You didn't have any time to take action and you're falling from the 3rd floor. Man, he really is just killing me in broad daylight. The fall was so fast and your heartbeat quickens. You close your eyes in fear. Crack. Your spine and head were hit by a stone bench with a strong impact. The blood starts to drip down and it slowly spreads on the grass. Those nearby screamed in horror as they witnessed the worst thing of their lives. You died instantly from the fall. That crazy brainless maniac really didn't care about your death. I died? What the hell? You can't see what's gonna happen to him when Kevin's back from the restroom. Bad end. The moment life turned back to you. Damn it! Alright, fine, we're gonna run. Let go of me. You then kicked his groin. David's grip loosened and he held his groin and you stumble slightly towards the wall before you running away. You freaking rabbit! You idiots, what are you waiting for? Go after them! You tried to run as fast as you could, but there were a lot of students so you couldn't run straight. Eventually the two bullies caught you and they each held one of your hands. Let go of me! David recovered quickly, got back on his feet and went to you. You! David slapped you hard in the face. You were stunned by the force of your bully's slap. This is just straight up assault. Students around you didn't have the guts to help because they knew what would happen if they interfered. How dare you do that to me? Do you have a death wish? Give me your money now or else. Or else what? You're just a big bully who doesn't know anything but to threaten other people. David pulled a knife from his pocket. The students gasp when they see the knife in his hand. Some even ran, afraid they'd get caught in the middle. Your eyes widened the moment he had the knife. You tried to act tough once again, but you were shaking in fear. Oh, you wouldn't dare. Oh, I dare. He puts the knife to your neck and you gasp. One last warning. Will you give me your damn money or... His stomach causing him to stumble back. Oh no. Is this why he pushes us? That's it. I'll do it now. At this point, he stabs you in the stomach. You're shocked and you spit as blood comes out of your mouth. Student shouted and ran towards the exit. He pulls his knife out of your stomach and you fall to the floor. Really? Meanwhile, Kevin's done in the restroom. But then he sees the commotion and was worried for you, so he starts running towards the center of the turmoil. His jaw drops when he sees you lying on the ground with blood on your clothes and the bully's knife covered in blood. David turns to look at Kevin with a manic grin and shrugs while holding the knife. Ah, yeah, the vice president and a basketball player coming here to save your friend will know any more. You. Uh-oh. He ran fast and shouted at him with rage. Kevin punches the bully straight in the face and David falls down. The two other bullies try to take Kevin down but fail to do so. He punches them both in the face and they fall too. The delinquent gets back on his feet and tries to stab him. But Kevin was able to seize the knife and without thinking, stabs him in the chest. The two bullies ran away when they saw their leader lying on the ground and saw Kevin's face looking at them like a monster. Kevin runs towards you and kneels down, carefully picking your body up. Oh no, I think I might die here as well. Yinny, please wake up. Tears starts to flow from his eyes. Holding you closely, not caring about his uniform getting covered in your blood. Don't leave me here, I need you. I don't know what to do without you. Please forgive me for leaving you here. See, I knew it. He starts to cry and hold you tightly. Your vision begins to blur until you lose consciousness and your breathing stops. Well, rip me. Please wake up. Oh, there's an animation as well. Holy crap. Oh no. Call the ambulance. Am I not dead?
Please don't leave me like this.
Mr. Kevin?
There's voice acting.
I have an update. Your friend is out to surgery. The blade caused significant damage to the thoracic wall, but he missed the heart. It was severe, but they are still alive. Judging by the condition, we stabilized the internal hemorrhage for now, but we are unsure if it's... I'll keep you updated.
Oh my god. I did not realize there was gonna be like voice acting. That's so good. Also, he is going berserk. That was insane. That was so good. I was not expecting the animations. Oh my god. Holy crap. I'm gonna come back to here because I want to try and pick the last option and see what happens. Anyone, please, save me! Your eyes are begging for help, but the other students were afraid to help you as they didn't want to be involved. David laughed as he looked at the students surrounding him. Then David pulls a knife from his pocket. Oh, he wouldn't dare, would he? Students gasped. Fear rose and nobody could even move because of the knife. Your eyes widened the moment he had that. You were shaking and about to cry. David, stop this. This is too far. Far? Then give me your money and I'll let it slide. David caresses the tip of his knife to your neck, smiling like a heartless monster. Why do you keep doing this? I don't have any money anymore. Please stop this. We're all students here. David rolls his eyes in annoyance, his patience wearing thin. Oh, cut the crap, Rabbit. I'm starting to lose my patience here. Are you gonna give me your damn money or will I cut your throat? He slightly presses a knife on your neck, and a small amount of blood drips down. You're getting terrified. And in that worst moment, you refuse to give him your money. You deserve to have a meal, but this guy was totally the monster of the campus. I'm begging you, I don't have enough money. Just let go of me. Oh, you really wanted the hard way, huh? David chuckles, and he raises his arm up holding the knife. When the delinquent was about to stab you, Kevin then suddenly appeared and grabbed the bully's wrist behind him. David looked up behind him and saw Kevin giving him a death stare. Hey, Vice President? Drop it. Now, who do you think you are? The Vice President? David was about to punch him, but Kevin broke his wrist. Ow, do you really think you stopped me? I think you just did. But then David focused on you. What the hell? He suddenly stabs you in the stomach as he drops the knife and switches it to the other hand. Your eyes widen in shock as you feel the cold blade near your heart. You're unable to speak or breathe. Oh no. You pulled David away from you and knocked him off instantly. David fell on the floor as he lost consciousness. Meanwhile, the bullies are terrified to fight and they both ran away from the hallway. He looked down at you with horror, not believing what he saw. I think that, yeah, this just goes to the same default ending that. He gently holds your cheek to look up at him, tears falling to your other one. You look up at him with drooping eyelids, and your vision gets blurry, making it hard to see his face. I'm so sorry I left you alone. I forgot that crazy jerk existed. It's all my fault. Oh no, he's gonna blame himself. Kevin's voice fades away, and you can't hear him anymore. Your heartbeat stops as you lose consciousness. You never got the chance to say goodbye to him. The damage was too severe. Well, it's too late. Hey, easy there, Vice President. Oh no. Look, Yinny's still alive. They're just sleeping, I swear. How do you know, loser? You know you're supposed to be scared of me, right? Never mind. Wait, can I see someone first? Jesus, that scream caught me off guard. Kevin is going to fucking kill him. My god, I was not expecting that. What an incredible demo. But yeah, that was my full playthrough of the demo of the Slugman Chromodoris Willani. The art direction was incredible. I was not expecting animations, and I was so pleasantly surprised. Like, the developer for this is so incredibly talented. The art is gorgeous as well. Like, look at all this art. It's so pretty. Oh my god. Like, man, you just can't stop staring at him. But like, look at him. He's such a big puppy of a man. I'm so excited to know more about him and to know what is going to happen. Also, this one is unhinged. Look at him. Actually, I don't remember when we got this one. Yeah, I love all the art in this. It was so incredibly expressive. like all of the animations, the way that the sprites were also like coded in as well, and how they moved and bounced in response to the emotions as well, was also just super gorgeous. I don't remember where we got this one as well, and this one, but this one's really pretty. My god, even like Lady Tem and Stinky David, I suppose, there was just so much characterization in all the characters that showed up, and they were also unique with their own color palettes and everything. I loved how the artist used colors in this game, because even though Adrian blended so many shades of blue, it just looks so cohesive and nice with like a good amount of contrast. Like his design is very, very pretty and very unique. The story itself is super interesting as well. I really like the university setting, and I really like how alive it feels with all the characters that they've created as well. I'm very excited to see how, I guess, like Kevin/Adrian is going to continue to lose their cool, especially now that we've been hurt, because we've seen that he is prone to becoming unhinged and taking impulsive actions, and he did mess up David in both ending routes as well. I'm keen to see how that is going to carry over into future chapters of the story. And also with his issues with PB, I wonder if they're gonna either simmer down and they'll find a mutual understanding, or if they're going to get worse and what's gonna happen there as well. Also, I would just like to thank the developer again for adding that little Easter egg in response to my name at the beginning. That was very sweet of them. And also for taking the time and effort to translate this into English as well. I know this is translated from Filipino, I believe, so I know it's a lot of extra work that they have to do, and thank you very much for making such a wonderful effort so that we can play it in English as well. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you guys would like to check out this game and support the developer, I've linked it in the description box below as usual. And if you would like to support me, my Patreon is linked down below as well. Yeah, supporting me is not mandatory, just very, very appreciated. Anyway, thank you so much. Until next time, take care.